Hey Robbie, it's Shane McCabe down here at Nissan at Cookville. Just wanted to start off by saying congratulations on your purchase of this new Titan Platinum Reserve. Just give a quick little walk around video so you have a little bit more of an idea on this thing here. So first I want to start off by saying how absolutely beautiful I think these look with the two-tone. I think it just gives it such a cool, crisp, clean, luxurious look to it, especially added in with all of that nice little chrome accents all the way through. You got it on the running board there, you got it in the tires a little bit, and you got it up there on the caps of the mirrors and a couple other places which I'll show you coming around here. But coming up, I'll start at the mirror, I guess. So you have a little camera right there that's going to be a part of your round view monitor system, which I'll show you once we get inside the car. And then right there is a light. It's a puddle light or an approach light. When you do get up next to the car, it'll end up illuminating the light that's down over here. So if there was like a puddle or something like that, you'll see it before you get to the car. And again, just adds to that really premium feel of the vehicle. Then you get these specific running boards here that are meant purely for these trucks here, which is awesome. Again, I think it adds to that aesthetic a ton. Coming over here, because I know you asked about MSRP, here you can see $68,900. Going from there, I got on the door handle, a little button right here. This is keyless entry, so if you have the keys on you and you hit that button and the doors were locked, it would then unlock them and then vice versa. So if they were unlocked and you hit that button, it would lock them from there. So that way, when you get out of your vehicle, if you're at a grocery store or something of that nature, you don't have to hunt around looking for your keys. You could just walk right up to it and hit that little button. Just makes it a way more like ease of use with it there. So really cool quality feature there. Then you do have the Platinum Reserve mud flaps on the front, and then again here on the back ones as well. And then coming to the back, this is, and you can probably see this in all my videos, one of my favorite features about the Titans is having this little strip on the back, especially on a Platinum Reserve. It just really signifies that highest trim level and that you have everything in them. It just looks so premium. So I absolutely love the backs of these here. You do have a backup camera right there, and then on the back you do have the backup sensors going all the way around the vehicle. It'll start beeping if you get close to something in the back, and then you have your connectors here for if you do plan to tow anything, and then a hitch of course down there on the bottom as well. You do get that bed step here, pulls right down, makes it really easy for you to get up into the vehicle. And this one does have the slow falling easy descent tailgate, so if I let it drop, it takes a lot of that weight and drops it down slow. One, to just preserve the longevity in the hinges here, and also just so it doesn't slam down. And then when you're a guy like me making a video out here, it makes it a lot easier being able to do everything with just one hand. So comes in really handy. With this here, you do get lights there and there as well. So if you are doing any sort of work in the bed of the truck at night, that does illuminate it. It makes it a lot easier to see. You also do have the bed lamp up there as well to shine down into the bed and completely illuminates it. You do have the Utilitrack system that goes all the way through. You have those little locking points for the cleats that are inside of the truck. That way you can put them really anywhere that you want on there. So if you got a bunch of stuff that you're hauling around, you don't have to get really tricky about only using the normal tie down spots around the vehicle. Now you can really put them anywhere that you would want them to be and make it a lot easier to tie things down. Inside these little flaps here on the Titan boxes, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the video here, but right up in there, there is a household outlet up there. So if you do need to have any power running in the back, you certainly can. And then it's a pain. I've tried to do it on video many times to open up these boxes with one hand, and it is a bit of a pain, but they do. Let me run over here to the side to show you, and I'll see if I could do it one-handed here. You have this little locking bit here, which then trying to get the keys out from there to unlock it will be a pain, but I can make a second video if you want me to on this. But then it opens up, and then you have a whole storage area that's in here. It's the same way for that side as well. And then you do have the power slider there in the back. Coming in here to the back, this is really where it starts to shine, that this is the highest trim level, is this interior. Only way you can get it is in a Platinum Reserve, and it looks so premium. You get that really nice wood grain in here, the really nice leather and brown kind of look to it. Just really shows everything that you're getting out of here. It's very nice look to it. Here in the seat, there's a little pull tab here. You can get down behind that And you can see you got your jack kit over there, and this does also fold down on that side too, but then you can fit a few things behind there if you wanted to. And then here you just lift this up really easy, doesn't take a whole lot of strength to get that up there, goes up, locks in place. And then you do have this little fold out table, so then that would fold out completely flat if I didn't have the backpack down there, so you can have any flat storage area. And you'll also notice that is locking, and that there gives you some area underneath that you could then use for if you have like a pistol or any sort of secure documents that you wanted to put down in the floor from there, and you can lock those. So that's always a nice little quality of life feature. You get the adventure kit here for the book bag, and then you do have the all-weather mats there as well, and then we have the boxes down in there. Those are going to be for like your cleats, the bed step, all those additional accessories on this. And then on top there you do have the medikit as well. And then over here you do have heated seats on both sides, a standard household outlet there, 2 fast chargers, and then a spot right there for like a cigarette lighter or adapter from there as well. So you have a multitude of different ways to be able to charge your appliances in here. And then if you want to put this seat back down, you just pull this guy here, and then kind of a pain to do with one hand, but it'll end up folding down there. I think I'm gonna have to use both my hands, so I'll come back and do that there in just a minute. Coming over here to the front, I'll actually show you something here on the mirror that's really cool. So on this here, not only do you get a blind spot monitor, which is right there, hard to see in a video, but you also get the bubble mirror. That's something that is huge for me. One, I like the ability to see with the blind spot monitor by looking quick that I have somebody in that blind spot, but even more so than there, I like to actually see the distance of where they are. So if I do want to get over, I know if I have the room. So it's really cool that they had both of those on here. And then you also have defrosting side view mirrors as well. To have those on, you just have to have the rear defrost on. That'll turn those on. So over here, it continues that really premium look inside of the vehicle. You have that wood grain interior here, the brown leather inserts there, and then you have a illuminated kick plate. So if you forgot for some reason that this is one of the highest trim levels and you're coming in at night, open up that door, this is going to remind you, and it just gives you such a good feeling getting into a car that's so well equipped and knowing that it's the highest of the trim level. Then here you can see the quilted leather in these. It's just absolutely remarkable how nice they look and how comfortable they are too. If you haven't had a chance to sit in these, you're going to be blown away. Having the zero gravity seats, second to none. It is such good ride quality. I've had a lot of issues with my back over the years, just being a little bit dumb when I was young, and I get really uncomfortable on long car rides. I could drive for like ever in a Nissan and not have to worry about it. They're actually so incredibly comfortable that they chime a warning letting you know that you're getting a little bit tired if you are while you're driving, and you should pull over and rest or get some coffee in you. So that if that doesn't say how comfortable it is, I don't know what else can, but they really, really are. You can also look at a lot of my different reviews or comments on my YouTube videos, and there's a bunch of people on there talking about these zero gravity seats. They're no joke. It really is a true thing, and they really are super comfortable. Down here, you will also see you got full power adjustable seat, forward, backwards, up, down, lumbar in and out, pretty much every way but left and right, honestly. But you could even move this little guy here, and you could see that it'll raise this bit up, so that way you don't feel like you're sitting in a bleacher at a sports stadium or something like that. It gives you more of like that cup premium feeling. Honestly, if I could take these seats out and use them as my recliner I have in my house, I would rather do that. I just don't think it'd be very cost effective. But over here, you do also have the memory position seats as well. So if you and the wife have a different spot you prefer, you never have to get in a fight of why'd you move my seat? Because you never have to, because you have the 2 different spots. This also has an easy in and out feature. So when you turn off the car, it is going to slide the seat all the way back, so that when you get out of the vehicle, it gives you more of an angle to bring your legs out of the vehicle. So it just makes it way more ergonomic getting in and out. And then when you hop back into the vehicle, because the seat is all the way back, it just makes it easier to get in there, but then it'll bring you back up to the last setting you had there. So if you're the one normally driving it, it'll always pull you forward to the space that you were at last. Over here, you have your fog lights, headlights to off, auto, and then you can set them for just manual positions. Here, this will turn on the inverter for the power plug in the back. And then you also have your cargo lamp light to turn that on or off. And if you do plan to tow and it ends up squatting the truck down pretty good, your lights are going to be kicked way up to the sky, you can use this to adjust 1, 2, or 3 for the angle of the lights. That way, if you are squatted way down and pointing up, you're not blinding everybody else and not being able to see very well. You can angle the lights down and you're gonna have a lot better of a view out in front of you as well. And it also does continue this wood grain going through. Here you have your windshield washers, and I think I skipped right over the front, so my apologies there. Let me do that before I hop inside the car. Over here on the front, you can see it has that same styling with that silver grille, just kind of adding that chrome on the front. You have the blacked out tow hooks. You've got the sensors going all the way from the front here. And then my favorite part about these is that you have the LED lights as well. If you haven't been driving around with a vehicle that has these LED lights, man, they are so bright at night. You can see everything. And then it just adds that really cool premium feel and look to them as well. And looking at them in the daytime, it serves it absolutely no justice. At night when you see those lights, holy, it just looks so, so nice. You also do have the front camera there, which plays a part in that around view monitor. And then up here in the window, right above my finger there, you have another camera, not that you watch video from, but that is going to constantly be reading data in front of you for things like forward collision assistance and pedestrian detection, your intelligent cruise control and everything like that. So just wanted to touch on those before I hop inside the vehicle here. So gonna hop in and show you one last thing on the steering wheel. This guy right here is a power adjustment. So you can do that, go in, out, up, down, again, pretty much every way but left and right. So you can guarantee yourself that you're gonna get very comfortable inside this vehicle. Let me turn her on all the way here. So while this is getting all booted up, I'll show you on the steering wheel. So all the other Titans that aren't Platinum Reserves do not have this trim piece that's in here, which really just, again, adds to that feel of the vehicle, really adds to the, it just fits with the color all the way through. And it's a really small cube, but I think it's a huge one. So I really like that they paid that attention there. Here you have your Bluetooth functionality, volume up and down. This one here is going to go through the different screens up there in front for just different information. And then this one here is going to be a seek and scan for the radio. We're going through different screens that have an up and down menu as well. The source button is going to be AM, FM, Bluetooth, Sirius. And then over here you have your intelligent cruise. So the way that this works, if I hit on, and then I hit that button a couple times. Let's see, get back into the right screen here. Go, and do I have it on? Go. All right, so you have that distance. It goes 3, 2, 1. Each one of those is essentially a car length. From what I hear from most folks, they prefer 2. So I would generally start messing with it at 2. But if we have this set to 70 and at 2, and we set our cruise, somebody gets in front of us going 60. Once we get within that 2 car lengths, we're going to automatically slow down and pace their speed for as long as they're in front of us. Now, if they go past 70 or get out of our way, we're going to go right back up to 70. This is probably one of my favorite features on any newer vehicle. I don't know if it's just because of my luck, but it seems like every single time I set my cruise, somebody pulls out in front of me going slower and I have to reset it or turn it off. So I don't even use my cruise control anymore. But if I had this, I can tell you for a fact I definitely would. So really big quality of life feature there. You'll also see the speed limit sign right there as well. That's going to use that camera that's up here. As long as it's been able to read the most recent traffic sign, it will put that up there. That way you don't be going down some back road you've never drove on and not know the speed. Now you always will, as long as it was able to read it. Over here, this will also show that you have the Fender sound system. Very, very good sounding sound system. You could have this thing turned up pretty loud, and you could walk out 100 feet away from this truck, and you're going to hear every little beat and tone, and it just doesn't drown anything out. There's no too much bass, not too much treble. It is just perfect. It's my favorite sound system, and I think they've done fantastic with it. Over here, you'll have the push button start. Your adjustments for 2-wheel drive, 4 high, 4 low. You can do 4 high on the fly. Just if you can stop to do it, I would, just for longevity purposes. But you shouldn't have any issues. I'm just a worry wart, I guess. Then to go to 4 low, you got to push it in and twist it all the way to 4 low. Now with doing that, you do want to be stopped, and you do not want to be driving it that way on flat dry pavement. So just so you know from there, if you do plan to tow, you do have the electronic brake controller over here. And then while we're in this little area, I'll show you here too, you got 2 fast chargers. They're not going to charge it quite as fast as a charger in your house, but way faster than any other vehicle I've been in. Some are right in the middle, but at least when you have it charged, you're not just having it plugged in just so that it doesn't die. You're actually gaining a charge even though you're using it, which is big props to Nissan for being able to do that. And then you do have both of those buttons here for your either ventilated seats by twisting it to the left, or heated seats by twisting it to the right or off in the middle. That is for both driver and passengers. Here you also do have dual climate control. You can have, you know, whatever temperature on either side. Then you have an auto feature, which if I hit that, the fan will start automatically adjusting for the temperature that we're at right now. Ironically, right now it's about 63 degrees, so not a whole lot that it has to do. It's changing the fan a little bit, but this is nice because you could be driving and not have to be messing around with how hot, how cold. It'll just keep you set to whatever temperature you put on there. You do have your front defrost, rear defrost. Just turn that down so you can hear me a little bit better. That's also how you turn off the auto features. Just do the fan manually. Here, if it gets pretty hot where you live, you're going to want to use this when you use your AC. It's recirculating the air. That way you're not pulling in air from the outside. You're just recirculating the cold air in here. It's going to make that AC feel like it's blowing a lot colder. And then this mode button here is going to then switch where you want the air to be blowing through based off that little picture right there. Here you do have your hazard lights, parking sensors if you want to turn those off. Sometimes they can get a little bit intrusive if you know you're backing up close to something, because they'll just continuously beep at you. Traction control, all of your different safety features to turn on or off. And then this one here is going to be your heated steering wheel as well. You have your full LED, or nice screen over here. Everything is very good pixel density, touch screen, all works very fast, very quick. Up here you do have your sunglass holder as well. Very deep space there, so you can really fit most sunglasses in there. You do have the HomeLink mirror as well, so there's a couple buttons there. You can get this programmed up to a garage door if you have that at your house. Over here, there's a button where my finger's at there. This is for the power slider, which is really nice because if you don't have a power slider, I find most people don't even use it because it's a pain to get back there. And then here you have for your tilt of the sunroof, and then we push it forward. That will then close it. And then to open it, you just pull it back and that'll open it to right about here. And then push that to go forward. And then this one right here is going to be for the visor, which can open all the way back to the very back. And then if you push it forward, it'll close it all the way forward as well. Finish closing that there. And then you have this seat as well, really premium and nice style and quality to it. You do have your huge glove box there. Continues over with this wood grain going throughout the vehicle, and you get this really nice Platinum Reserve badge there as well. And then I'll wrap this up by showing you in here. Really, really cool premium Platinum Reserve badging there. You have the cup holders with some chrome going around them. And then inside of here, you get a huge compartment as well. And you got a couple places there for pens, credit cards, business cards, anything of that nature. So I hope this answered most of your questions. Before I completely finish this up, because I see this video went a little bit longer, here's that around view monitor. So you can see the backup camera right on the left. That little blue line in the middle is going to help you perfectly line up to a trailer if you are planning to tow something. And then you do have the cameras on the mirrors in the front that all get pieced in on that icon on the right to show you the full 360 view. And then those are those little sensors that start beeping at you if you get a little bit too close. So I hope this answered a lot of your questions that you have on this. And I'll make sure that I have this thing ready for when you do come in to pick her up. All right, man. Again, congratulations. And like I said, if you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you.